Since we have the experience, we can tailor any sort of project to fit the client's needs.
The Blackburn process is one that's really collaborative, and that's really where the benefit of working with somebody like John and his team comes from.
I could probably speak for most of us. We kind of live and breathe this, thinking about it when we wake up, thinking about it when we go to sleep.
I've been doing this for 40 years. I never want to work for someone the rest of my life. I just have too much I want to do. I started out in a little office in Georgetown. Then we got a call from this person who worked for a landscape farm out of Boston. And they had a client who wanted to do a horse farm in Middleburg. And they were looking for an architect to do the farm. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. What the hell? What have we got to lose?
So in my experience, building things for owners, the most successful projects always begin with the end in mind. And in order for those projects to have that specific end in mind, the design team has to have deep expertise in how the owners are going to use this building moving forward. And what I see the Blackburn team doing more than any other design team that I've worked with is they're applying that expertise and guiding these owners toward that end result.
My approach to design is design to fit into the environment. I tell people the design is right here. It's in your site. It's in your horses, and it's in what you want. If you look at our farms, they're all different. I have done farms with 5 or 10 acres to one that had 88,000 acres. And health and safety of the horse is premier.
I mean, that's the whole ethos of Blackburn, pretty much, is thinking about the safety and the welfare of the horse. Just making sure the barn is a comfortable, breathable environment for like a living creature.
Nearly every project has a skylight. Everybody wants windows in their home, so it seems like a horse should have a window too and access to the sky, so that's critical. And then all of our barns really breathe and they move air very well.
What we did is we designed the buildings to cool and vent naturally. So typically a barn, open up one door and open another door, and when the barn wind blows through it, ventilates the barn. Great. But what happens when you don't have any wind? And what we did was we created a way that it create wind. And it was using the Bernoulli principle and the chimney effect. The barn is actually what I consider a passive machine. By its shape, its placement on the site, it picks up the wind. The wind blows through the barn, it blows over the barn. It's just like an airplane wing, it creates lift. And what that does is not only create the wind, but it also pulls the bacteria out of the barn.
For a lot of owners, it's difficult to visualize what the end product is going to be. So what we appreciate the most about working with a company like Blackburn is the thoughtfulness that goes into every detail.
Because I've worked in several barns, I've grown up around barns, I can have a deeper conversation, I think, with the client about, do I really want to put the muck storage over here if I'm going to have to walk 200 feet, do X, Y, and Z?
One of the reasons that we stand apart from the competition is because we're side by side with the client and we're really trying to see the project through their eyes.
It's gone beyond the natural light, natural ventilation. It's gone into the details of the barn. Where you have hooks, where you have bars, where you have flooring materials. We designed the houses, the barns, the service buildings, staff housing, arenas, horse show grounds, breeding barns, stallion barns, and laying out the entire farm. My client base, they came to me because they want to protect their horse, and I think that's what I do.